I'm welcoming Wil Husnutdinov, candidate for Ward 5. Hello, Wil.
Hi, Marj. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Wil, I'm looking forward to hearing the responses to some questions I have sent you previously. I'm asking you to respond each question within 2 minutes. First question. How would you describe the value of our heritage, and how would you like to see Richmond Hill's 150th anniversary celebrated next year?
Well, I think Richmond Hill's heritage is extremely important to our community. We have such a rich and complex history that spans 150 years. However, I think much of that history is unfortunately forgotten and neglected. I think we need to first and foremost protect our heritage sites while also using them as tools for education. I'd like to see our city's 150th anniversary used to bring the community together. We've just spent the last 2.5 years in quarantine, so I think this is a perfect opportunity to reunify our communities. Uh, we need to use this opportunity to celebrate our collective accomplishments and finally reconnect.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Second question. The majority of Richmond Hill residents are very car dependent. This has us with a large carbon footprint and thus contributing to the degradation of our environment. Do you see us resigned to live like this? Would you support changes to the municipal zoning rules to permit non-residential uses in areas that are now strictly residential? Should new subdivisions be designed differently?
Well, Marj, I think we really need to end our love affair with cars. Our city is built to accommodate them over pedestrians and other means of transportation. This is a big problem, and this has to change. Luckily, I think we're more than capable of doing so. This starts with investing in different modes of transportation. Firstly, we need to ensure that the Young subway line extension gets built so we can finally have an effective and environmentally sustainable way to commute to work or school. Secondly, we need to change and improve our biking infrastructure. This will provide a green alternative for travel within the city and ensure bikers feel safe and secure riding on our roads. I also agree we need to change our zoning rules so we can create new types of communities.
Very good. Thank you. Third question. What do you see as Richmond Hill's vulnerabilities?
I see lack of civic engagement as one of our vulnerabilities. As you know, our voter turnout in our municipal elections is one of the lowest in the province. We can't have proper representation in our local government if our leaders are being elected with less than 20% of the residents' approval. We need to promote our local elections, but we also need to ensure that residents stay engaged even after an election passes. Civic engagement is particularly low among the young population. Hopefully, this election will change that. We need to elect leaders that understand the residents, leaders that actually live among them. That's my hope.
Very good. Thank you. Fourth question. Imagine there was a lottery for municipalities and Richmond Hill won $50 million. How would you like to see it spent?
Well, if such an event were to occur, I'd firstly advocate for immense community consultation because I think the residents are in a better position to decide what to do with that money than the politicians. But my preference would be to see that money invested in our public infrastructure. Richmond Hill's population is growing, and we really need to accommodate those people by improving our roads and our sidewalks. I'd also like to see that money invested into alternative modes of transportations like buses and subways. And it's also vital that we use that money to provide support for seniors and those who have disabilities.
Very good. Thank you. Moving into our second part of this conversation, I have 7 fun facts about candidates. They are to be answered quickly and with a smile. Okay. Are you a tea or coffee drinker?
I drink tea.
Tea. Okay. Do you prefer ebooks or real books?
I would say real books.
Real books. Do you say ketchup or catsup?
I definitely say ketchup.
Ketchup. What is your ideal place for a vacation?
Uh, A cold temperature location, I would say probably the Rocky Mountains. It's beautiful
Mhm.
there. A warm vacation, I would probably say Mexico.
Mexico. Okay. Do you have a Mac or a PC?
I have a Mac.
Okay. What is your favorite vegetable?
I would probably say carrots, but I like all sorts.
Okay. And have you ever played pickleball?
I actually haven't, but I'm actually a recently retired gymnast, and I'm definitely looking for other ways to exercise, and I think pickleball is a great option for that.
Okay. Thank you very much for all your responses. I look forward to see how you do in this campaign. So I wish you all well.
Thank you, Marge. I appreciate that.